luce dei miei occhi mi rifletto dentro te, se nel corpo la mia pelle, se mi stringi forte sai, questa vita si riaccende in ogni bacio che mi dai. Come un mantello sei, col tuo amore tu sei, mi avvolge Dio, non temo niente oramai, dolce amore mio, il segreto tu sei, che mi fa vivere, amore sei tu, che come un vento mi soffi nell'anima, questa vita che vivo per te. Se respiro della vita, l'altra parte sei di me, se la luce dei miei occhi mi rifletto dentro te, se nel corpo la mia pelle, se mi stringi forte sai, questa vita si riaccende in ogni bacio che mi dai. E se guardo nei tuoi occhi vedo i sogni che farò, ogni volta in questo abbraccio morirei, mille volte amore ancora, mi innamorerò, lo so, sempre più io di te. Se respiro della vita, l'altra parte sei di me, se la luce dei miei occhi mi rifletto dentro te, se nel corpo la mia pelle, se mi stringi forte sai, questa vita si riaccende. Se respiro della vita, l'altra parte sei di me, se la luce mi rifletto dentro te, se nel corpo la mia pelle, se mi stringi forte sai, questa vita si riaccende in ogni bacio che mi dai. Se respiro. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Little darling, it's been a long, cold, long winter. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright.
Hello everybody and welcome. It's Giada Valenti here in Las Vegas. It's 2:04. Today it's Saturday and I am cooking here in my kitchen, ladies and gentlemen. So how are you doing? I want to welcome everybody from my circle of love and welcome everybody that is new. I saw many people appearing today watching for the first time. Welcome, 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 welcome. We always do sign language. Here's the Giada Valenti, thanks to my friends Diane Fiorentino, and I will continue to do so today. This is the sign for Saturday. I've learned it this morning. So today it's Saturday and I am cooking and you are watching. So you are watching. So we have learned a lot of sign, and the most important of all, I love you guys and circle of love. So welcome all of you guys that are new. My name is Giada. I am a singer and a songwriter and born and raised in Venice, Italy, two signs for it. And I've been doing this Giada Live. We celebrated actually in September 150 episodes together. So if you're watching for the first time, you have missed 150 episodes. But by the way, you can catch up on giada.live and you can watch them all. I've been cooking for you. I've been doing amazing interview with a fantastic guest. And of course, I'm a singer, so I also sang for you. And most of all, we had a lot of fun and we kept each other company and we kept each other positive. You kept me happy during this time. And I know I've been happy, given some joy to you as well. So we had been surviving COVID-19 with the Giada Live for 150 episode already last September, so we already have passed that number. Look at that, 150 episodes together. It's unbelievable. I mean, because we did it 100 days non-stop, of course, and now we do a little bit less, let's say. I'm normally appearing on Tuesday. I haven't done it for the whole month of October. By the way, good news, starting in November, I have some amazing guests coming up. So on Tuesday, we have a celebrities interview. Then on Monday, of course, on Thursday, we have Modern Italian Lifestyle together with my dear friends of Italian Living, Richard Micheli, and on Saturday, that is the page of Italian Living, the fine living luxury reporter for charm and elegance of Italian lifestyle. So honored to be part of that circle. And then on Saturday, which is today, I am in the kitchen. Of course, you said, when do you sing? I sing on Sunday, which is tomorrow, and I'm so looking forward to tomorrow. And I do my Sunday Love Song Sunday. We've been calling 2 months ago. We started on my patreon.com/Giada Valenti. There is a picture of last week when we celebrated the music of Burt Bacharach, and you can all join me there. Of course, to participate, you have to subscribe. To subscribe, if you want to watch it, only one is a monthly subscription. You can change and you can cancel it or upgrade it every time. It's $1, you get to see one Sunday. So if you have $1 and you wanna have a lot of fun, tomorrow it's coming up at 2 p.m., same time of today. And tomorrow there is not a specific theme. So tomorrow we go back, ladies and gentlemen, now Circle of Love, you're gonna be happy. We go back to the normal kind of song. I will tackle all kind of new song in Italian, in English, in Spanish, and in French. And you know, you can always, if you're part of my team, awesome, you can always request which song you want me to learn and sing, and I will sing it for you. I know many of you love the song that you heard in the beginning, which is called Il Respiro, the breath, and it's an original song I have written a few years back. Many of you were asking, when are you gonna release that song? Soon. Actually, I've been working on that. Yes, I went back to the studio. This is last week, and this week has been amazing because I went back finally in the studio here in Las Vegas with my dear friend Paul Humbach. That's the studio of Paul, and we have already recorded a couple of original songs. More are coming up, and one of them, of course, will be Il Respiro, which we will be do in Italian and also in Spanish. I know I have always many people watching that are from the Latin America, and they love when I sing in Spanish. So that song will be done. We'll also call El Respiro in Espanol, coming up soon. What is new? Well, I also have a new single coming up soon, in a couple of weeks, 2 weeks actually. What Child Is This? Which is a Christmas song, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Christmas is coming here. And I want to thank Jan-Martin Wilskut in Holland, my dear friend and super talented, multi-talented graphic designer who always does my design. And look what a beautiful cover he made for the single that you guys will be able to download on all the platforms where you also can always find my music. And it's going to be available on November 13th, was it, JJ? November 6th, What Child Is This? And you can listen to it through all Christmas. And talking of Christmas, save the date, because I will be also doing, yes, my Love Under the Christmas Tree, of course, not in a theater like every year. I'm going to do it virtually, which is a good thing in one hand, because I'm not going to have an audience in front of me, but I'm going to have all of you, because you can all, is a pay-per-view, so you can all be watching no matter where you are. You can watch it live when it's going to be live, or if you buy your ticket, you can also watch it later on your own time. You can watch it on Christmas Day, second Christmas Day, Christmas night, wherever you want. I will be doing that one actually on December the 12th, thanks to Elena Beninato here in Las Vegas that has offered her beautiful house for me. She's already starting next week to decorate the house, and it's going to be amazing. I'm going to have a couple of musicians performing with me. So excited. And I also want to thank Roger for being one of the main sponsors of the event, and Diane Fiorentino, who helped me to coordinate, and Sal Fiorentino to coordinate all of this. And I also want to thank already all one of you that will be there with me. I know many of you of my circle of love will be there to celebrate the holidays with me. You know what will be funny? That I'll be home for Christmas will be a sure thing this year. Everybody will be home for Christmas, because I think COVID will not be already over by then. But hey, let's not be sad. We have each other, and we have kept positive, and you remember, positivity will bring us over these things. So today it's Saturday, and I am cooking a delicious recipe for you. Of course, today, what am I cooking today? I'll tell you in a second. First, it's October, and we always celebrate special things. Remember, September was Deaf Awareness Month, and I did a song that you can watch with signs. I've learned, thanks to Diane, to do some signs for What a Wonderful World. You can always watch the song on youtube.com/Giada Valenti. You can find the video and you can share it. We need to share awareness because deaf people during COVID-19 cannot understand the world, what is happening. Actually, Diane was sharing with me that his son was needing some need the other day at CVS for a test of COVID that he needed to do. And you know, you don't get to see people. Everything has to go through microphone by your cars, and he couldn't understand. So he called his mom to help him to understand what was going on. So that's why I started in March, thanks to Diane, to do sign language, because it's very important to communicate one another. We are a circle of love for that. So welcome to all the people that cannot hear. So, and October, on the other hand, is also an important month because October is also the month of Breast Awareness Month, which is very, very, very important, as you see, because it's a disease that is many women and even men actually are suffering of breast cancer. So we need to check ourselves and be sure that this doesn't have to mean anything, just that we need to check each other. And by the way, I want to thank also my friend Rita Monte, that a couple of years back, she's a cancer survivor, gave me this beautiful bracelet that every October I'm wearing it every day. If you've been with me, you know that starting October 1st, I've been wearing it. And I want to thank Rita and congratulate Rita for being a cancer survivor. And many of you watching may be cancer survivor. God bless you. And if you are fighting cancer right now, you're not alone. You can always send me through my mailing list a message, even a picture, whatever you want. And I'm always happy and willing to share all the story of the people that are watching me with everybody else. Or if you just need a prayer, just let me know and I will do. So today it's also, what else today? Today, talking about good things coming up in October. Yes, October is also il mese della cultura italiana, which is Italian Heritage Month. Yes, we lost the Hispanic Heritage Month. You remember, it's funny enough, it's also in October, but they start half September until half October. And the other one, the Italians start October 1st until the end of October. So today is still Italian Heritage Month, and I'm very proud and honored that in November, I don't know why they moved the gala in November, but in November I'm going to be one of the honorees. They want to honor me at the Garibaldi Meucci Museum. Actually, it's November 14 in New York City. They do it virtually this year. It's a fundraising luncheon, and I'm going to be one of the honorees. So if you want, you can also support the Garibaldi Meucci Museum and buy one ticket for that event, and you will see me probably doing a little speech and receiving this amazing award, which I'm very, 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 very grateful to Professor Joseph Scelsa for having chosen me for what, Joseph Scelsa is from the Italian American Museum in New York. I lived in New York for 11 years and almost everybody's name is Joe. So Joseph Sciame is the guy that from the Garibaldi Meucci Museum, my dear friends, that actually is a very important man in New York because he's the guy that coordinates all the events that happen during the Italian Cultural Month in New York City. It is a dear friend of mine and I love him. And Professor Joe Sciame actually is the founder of the Italian American Museum, also in New York, on Melbury Street. If you've never been, if you are in New York, I don't know if he's open right now, but it's another great thing to see if you are a proud Italian person. So, without further ado, I think I talk about everything. Today it's actually tomorrow. It's another important day. Last Thursday, if you watch me, we talk about pasta because last Saturday I made for you pasta alla matriciana, which is one of the most famous pasta from the region of Lazio. Lazio is the region, the capital region of Italy because Rome is in the region of Lazio. And last week here in the kitchen, I made for you a delicious pasta alla matriciana. I know many of you wanted to make it and you really need to make it because it's out of the world. Gigi, do you still have a picture of the pasta we made last week? Now we will try to find it at the end. Today actually we are making pasta again. I had a completely different plan, but I'm making pasta again because tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be World Pasta Day. Remember last Thursday when, if you watched the Giada Live, we talked about it, the World Pasta Day that started only in 1995, so it's pretty recent, but we talk about also the history of pasta, and that's very ancient. You know, there's a discussion, did it came from China, did Marco Polo brought it here? Remember, I told you that apparently that's the story. They said it originated in China 5,000 years ago. Marco Polo was just discovered in China, found pasta, brought it back here. I told you all about it. You can do on Giada.live. But I also found out that maybe the Etruscan and Roman people were already making, mashing some grain with water and salt and making a kind of a pasta. So we don't really know. Anyway, it's very, very old. It was a nice episode. Many of you thank me for that. We love everything about the pasta and the sauce. So today I'm going to make another pasta in honor of World Pasta Day tomorrow. I'm going to be making for you one of my favorite it's very nice for the fall and the winter. Is pappardelle con I funghi, which are pappardelle with mushroom pappardelle, whatever you want to call them. Look at that pictures, right? Those are funghi porcini. It's the kind of variety of fungi that I can never find here in the United States. Guys, can you find this that kind of mushroom? Have you ever found them, you guys, here in the US, the funghi porcini? They're typical of my region, actually. You know, the region next to Venice, there is Friuli, Venezia Giulia, and we find a lot of porcini over there. So I couldn't find that one, so I use a different variety today. I use the cremini mushroom, which we also find them in Italy, and I found it, actually, this one I found it at Trader Joe. But you can use any kind of mushroom, and this is the sign for mushrooms. So today I will be cooking for you pappardelle, which is a kind of pasta, a little bit thick like this, pappardelle, with mushroom. So this is what I'll be cooking today. And of course, we always do cocktails. We always need to drink something. Remember, I have to do another episode maybe about wine. I see if I can get a bottle of some wine, because we just have the harvest of wine. So maybe we never talk about red wine. Maybe one of these week I'm gonna learn myself, because remember, I don't know anything about wine, so I want to educate myself about wine. So I see if we can do an episode about red wines. Which one is your favorite red wine? I mean, I only know the Barolo. I don't drink, and it's the only one I have drank once was the Barolo, and I really like it. So today we're going to make also a cocktail. Of course, I needed to take you to Italy again, because we are celebrating also the Italian culture month. So I decided to make a margarita, which is Mexican, of course, with as main ingredient limoncello, which limoncello, of course, it's coming from the region of Italy. I'm going to tell you everything about the limoncello before I start to make. Limoncello, words himself, come from lemon. Main ingredients of course, are the lemon. Funny enough, it will go well with my recipe today, because there is also lemon zest in the recipe I'm making today with the pappardelle with mushroom. So limoncello, of course, you find it all over the world, but I did not know. I found out that the limoncello, we don't ever, you remember, every time I try to find out if there are stories when it originated, who did it, it's very obscure how limoncello started. So there are only a few sure things. So first thing is, it's made of lemon. It's made of lemon zest in alcohol. Actually, the lemon zest stay for many hours in the alcohol, pure alcohol. This is why it gets the yellow color out of it. Sugar, and that's how it's made. So with these three simple ingredients, you find it everywhere. And along many of you of my circle of love also know how to make this kind of alcohol at home. But actually, it originated for sure in Capri, in the island of Capri, all around the Sorrento island. That's the island of Capri. We've been there with Giada Live several times. I visited. It's beautiful. Maybe it's a place that we should go next year when we can travel again with my little tour with some of you. Every year, you know, I bring a group of people from Italy. Do you want to go from America, from all over the world, America to Italy? Maybe we should go also to Capri. So he originated actually over there. But you can find it everywhere. And even when you go to Capri, Sorrento, Positano, all these beautiful places, that's Positano, all these beautiful places, you find different kind of limoncelli. Actually, the one I'm using today, I found out, is from Sicily, because it's for sure, one thing is sure. It comes from the south of Italy. So I'm from the north, I'm Venetian, you find limoncello there, but it didn't originate in the north of Italy. And limoncello is only second to Campari. Remember, we made some cocktails with Campari, so the most famous Italian liquor, it's Campari, and second famous liquor in the world is limoncello. Funny enough, Campari is red and limoncello is yellow. I wonder if there is any cocktail that can be done with Campari and limoncello, so we're going to get a kind of orangey color, which is the color of Holland, JJ. Maybe I can make my own recipe with Campari and limoncello. Would it go together? I don't know. Stay tuned, you'll never know. So you find it everywhere, and when you are in Capri, actually, you can go to any bar, any restaurant, and you find limoncello everywhere. There are so many products also made with lemon, because Capri is famous for the lemon. I found this picture, these spectacular pictures of Capri. Can you imagine yourself under those lemon trees having even the limoncello, of an ice cream made of lemon, of a sorbetto? Yes, when you go, one of the delicious things in Capri that they made with lemon is granita di limoni. I found a picture that said limoni di Capri, con questi limoni facciamo la nostra granita. This is lemon of Capri. With this lemon we make our own granita, and they are to die for. It's very hot over there. You have the breeze, the smell of the lemons, and you eat this granita. Is just to die for. But of course, as I said, so where did he originate? That's a good question. There are a few stories. One says that the priest actually in the island of Capri were making this liquor with lemon, sugar, and alcohol, and were drinking this liquor during prayers. Only 100 years ago, not that long ago. So another story, they said they were the fishermen. The fishermen famously were going out at night, remember, fishing. I sang a song last Thursday called O Marinariello about the fishermen. That's why he wrote the beautiful song. He probably was there fishing, he was in love with a woman, but he was also drinking his limoncello. We don't know. So there are these two stories that goes around, fishermen and priest. I don't know. Happy people anyway invented, because this liquor has this delicious. I'm not a drinker, but I had it even previously, the Giada Life, and I always liked it because it's very sweet. I don't drink alcohol, so I cannot have much of it, but it's delicious. One of the things that is sure is that only in 1988, so not long ago, a man from Capri, Massimo Canale, he got the trademark for the limoncello di Capri, which I also find it, the limoncello di Capri. When you're in Capri, you find it everywhere. You find also around the world. Not many of those bottles are exported though. So in 1998, he trademarked the liquor limoncello. Can you believe it? We could have done it. We could have made so much money, ladies and gentlemen. And but even when you are in Capri or in a region of Sorrento, Positano, around Naples, you find many brands of limoncello. I found here a screenshot of all kind of bottles of limoncello, even in Italy, and you can choose there. Almost all of them, you see, some are more yellow, some are more transparent, and that's dependent, of course, on how much liquor it's inside and how much lemons they put inside, because remember, it's the zest of the lemon that give the colors to the liquors. And by the way, if you wonder how much alcohol is inside the limoncello di Capri, the original one, at 25% volumes of alcohol inside. There are also many variations that you find even in Italy, but also around the world. And I was not aware. One is called the pistacchiello, which is made with pistachios. I've never had it. Another one is called the meloncello, it's made with melon. Another one I have to try. It's called the fragoncello, which is basically strawberry. And JJ, you can show that things again. When you are in Capri, ladies and gentlemen, you can also have a free tasting of limoncello, or you can even visit, since a couple of years, the factory where they make limoncello. So should you not know how to make limoncello, or you want to see how to make the limoncello, that's a picture. It's taken from the outside of the factory. There is a showroom, and you can drink the limoncello. I mean, Capri is absolutely a place where you want to go. Already by watching those pictures, I'm just in the mood to go. And of course, the pistacchiello, the meloncello, and the fragoncello must have spectacular colors. One is green, of course. One is kind of orange, like the one I said, Campari, and that's the orange. And then the fragoncello, JJ, I found a picture actually of a bar, because you find all these bottles when you are there. Now I know, you remember when I went there, I didn't pay attention, but I saw all these bottles. You see, one is more orangey, but I don't see there the fragoncello or the pistacchiello. Probably next time I'm in the island of Capri, I will have to bring home one bottle. So without further ado, we talk, there is also something delicious. Actually, they have less I have to see if I can find it in the United States. It's crema di limoncello. So they put some milk inside, so it's diluted. So it's only 16% of alcohol. I didn't know. It's kind of a creamy limoncello. Did you guys ever had it? I never had it, so you guys have to let me know. I see Antonio Argentieri, our pastry chef. Antonio, do you ever make all this recipe that you can make with limoncello? Because of course, when you are visiting the island of Capri or you are around Sorrento, you can find any kind of sweets things made with limoncello. As you can see, they can make sorbetto, they can make panna cotta, they made anything. They made gelato, they even made cheesecake. Of course, the gelato is to die for. But also they make some sultry things. Maybe we have to figure it out way to make it. They also, you can make some pastas with this. There is famous one, botarga made with limoncello, but also risotto. And you can make also scaloppine di pollo, which is chicken made with lemon and limoncello. Why not? It's a kind of sweet acid recipe. Maybe we should go back to the island of Capri again, to the island of Capri in Italy, and maybe cook something with limoncello once again. As I said, I'm making today the margarita, limoncello margarita. I'm gonna make it in a second for you. And funny enough, I have a Sicilian liquor. I have a Sicilian limoncello. This bottle was given to me by a dear friend months ago when I made the limoncello tiramisu, because you can make also limoncello. So let me start the fire here, because we're gonna make the cocktail and then we are gonna make also the pappardelle. So let me put a 345. Let's see how fast it goes. So this one will be cooking, my water, just starting now. And here's my pappardelle. But first, without further ado, let's make the cocktail. JJ, can you show everybody the ingredients to make this limoncello margarita? So limoncello margarita, so to rim the glass, I already done it this morning, you need half a cup of sugar. I use yellow and green, I like the colors, and but you can use any color of sugar. And you need some lemon zest also, and you put it with the lemon, you go around the glass and then you put it in your sugar, and you're gonna have your glass rimmed like I did. For the cocktail, you have to have frozen lemonade cubes. I make them this morning. I'm gonna tell you in a second how to do it. Then you need cold water. You need some orange liquor, which is basically Cointreau. And then you need some Blanco or silver tequila and limoncello, of course. Simple syrup. You remember a few weeks ago I made it myself. Today I'm using the one already made. And you need some zest of lemon. I have here, remember, next to me how to make it, because remember, I can cook pretty well, but I don't know how to make these things, so I'm always help myself. I found these all things on the internet. I hope you guys are making. So you're gonna put, so here, by the way, the glasses, I rim them with some sugar. Can you guys see? And you put already some lemon. And I made this ice cube of fresh lemonade. Basically, I boiled the water, I put inside sugar, a lot of sugar, and some lemon juice, and I let it evaporate. When it was cold, I put it in my ice cube, and I made ice cube lemonade. So if you use this one and you put just water, it's gonna be actually a delicious lemonade with no alcohol whatsoever. And you put some lemon over there. And now we are gonna make it. So basically, you put some ice inside this shaker, done it, and then what else? Then let me read. So I'm gonna put inside here, because it needs to be shaked, I'm gonna put water. So this is the recipe for one cocktail, so I'm gonna make two, because remember, I don't drink, I just taste the thing. JJ is the one who's gonna drink, and it's a digestivo, so it's after the food. So water, cold water, 1 shot of cold water. Let me put this away, so I don't have space. I have more space, so I have another shot here, and I need to put 2 OZ of Cointreau. I didn't buy the Cointreau, I bought a no brand when I went yesterday to Total Wine, but it's basically orange liquor, which a brand of it is Cointreau. We used it a couple of weeks ago. So another thing, JJ, like this, I can put it all. There we go. Look at the color of these things. I love it. So we put it in. Voila. I know my mom is always watching, and she's like, I know that you didn't drink. I said, I know, I don't drink. I just make these things. So then we put the orange, and then we're going to put the tequila. Do you remember we talked about it? I have the tequila of Mr. George Clooney. Mr. George Clooney. Oh, I need a little glass, Jada. Now I may pick it up. So How much of this one do I need? I need, they say, 3 OZ, which is going to be a lot of it. I know, Roger, you're watching. You drink alcohol, and you said, how can you drink this stuff? I can't. So 1.5. That's going to be enough. Soon enough, this tequila will need to be bought again. So, and that goes inside my shaker. And what else do I need? I need also my simple syrup. Do you remember a couple of weeks ago I made it? And this one you need just a little bit. Actually, it's pure sugar. There is a lot of sugar. So, by the way, if you're wondering, this drink has more calorie than the pasta, because one cocktail has 500 calories, ladies and gentlemen, and the pasta I'm making today only has 280. So you see, so you're going to put also the simple syrup, and here comes the fun. Da, 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 da. We are going to be shaking the things. What, JJ? Oh, I forgot the limoncello. I forgot the main ingredient. Limoncello. How much limoncello do I need to put in? You see, I can cook, but I really have no idea what I'm doing when it comes to alcohol. Oh, 1 shot only. I thought that we needed, there's more tequila than limoncello. Listen, this one is delicious, guys. Have you ever had limoncello? Leave me your comments over there. Oh, and a matter of fact, have you ever had these cocktails? I don't know. I've never. So now I can shake it, JJ. What would I do if I didn't have JJ? I would cook, but I would be a disaster. So, JJ keeps saying that he has to shake a lot. And we are done. Janet, I see you there. You make the one I made last week. Maybe you're going to be making this one too. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the moment to pour it in our glasses. And yes, oh yeah, JJ said, I didn't put salt this time on it, on the rim of the glass, because remember when 2 weeks ago, I made the other margarita, I put salt. Do you remember my face? I didn't like the salt. So they say that you can do it without, so I did it without. So I'm going to pour it in my glasses. Look at that. It's kind of orangey. And of course, this one is the one of JJ, so the majority of the alcohol will go in there. JJ, there is some left over. JJ said, no problem. So,
Janet is going to make.
Janet is going to make it. JJ, I can give you a little bit more. This is enough. So, it's a digestivo. So, normally, we are supposed to drink this one after the food, which is a good thing, because if we drink it before, at least me, I don't know which kind of recipe I will be cooking, but I'm going to taste it for you. I'm going to sacrifice myself. How is it, JJ? JJ said it's great, so I must say, it's much better, but there is a lot of alcohol in this one. I think if I'm going to make it again, I'm going to put only water and maybe a drop of limoncello, skip the tequila. There is a lot of alcohol in this one. But I must say, it looks pretty and is delicious. And when it melts, I'm going to have more lemon in there. So I'm going to keep it here, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm going to be drinking later. And I leave my limoncello there bottle because I like that bottle. Without further ado, now the water is almost boiling. Let me put inside some salt in my water. We are going to cook, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm going to have my limoncello margarita, but first I need to eat. So we are making the pappardelle. So pappardelle, it's, what can we say for pappardelle? Pappardelle, where the water is cooking, where are they coming from? Remember last week we talked about the bucatini that comes from the word buco, and pappardelle also have a meaning. Come from the Latin word actually pappare, which is a Latin word for pappare, which means to eat. JJ, there is a slideshow that I prepared so they can also see how you spell the word pappare, which in Latin means to eat. And funny enough, you remember Italian originated in Tuscany, and in Tuscany they still use the word pappare, which means to consume the food with a lot of joy. Say, hey, pappiamoci un piatto di pasta. See, pappare, so the words already, it's just like when you're eating something delicious. So here we are. Today we are making, right now we are going to be making pappardelle, which pappardelle is like the fettuccine, but a little bit bigger. You see, I have tagliolini, they are very small, then the tagliatelle of fettuccine are a little bit bigger, and then you have the pappardelle, which are extra big kind of pasta. Coming back to me now in sign language, so today we are cooking pappardelle pasta, which is like a spaghetti but a little bit big, and is made with mushrooms. Funghi, in Italiano these are funghi. Only a few ingredients to make it, I'll show you in a second. My water is basically boiling, and let me see how long this pasta needs to cook, because normally this pasta needs to cook only in a few minutes. I didn't check. Indeed 4 to 7 minutes. So I will split in the middle, so 6 minutes the pasta will be ready. So let me lower the fire for a second. So the ingredients for the pappardelle ai funghi, which is a delicious fall recipe, are very simple. You just need some fresh mushroom, the one that you want. Normally in Italy, I would say I use porcini mushroom because they are in my region, but I couldn't find them here. I use a different one. I use the cremini. You can have pasta, pappardelle. You need a cup of walnuts, shallots, grated grana padano cheese, lemon, mint, extra virgin olive oil, salt, and pepper. So remember, this is a variations of the pasta with mushroom. You can make pappardelle with mushroom. Also, the most simple one is just with olive oil, garlic, mushroom, and parsley. That's the one I make all the time. Today I decided to make a very special one for you. And by the way, pappardelle, you can also say that is kind of a Tuscany kind of pasta, because they eat a lot of pappardelle if you go there. Normally they are fresh. The one I found here at Trader Joe are dried. Remember last Thursday we talked about the pasta, and they can be fresh or dry. Normally the pappardelle you can make them at home. It's very easy with flour and sugar and eggs. This one are dry, so this one you can be consumed, and you don't have to put them in the refrigerator. You have something to tell me, JJ?
Where you get the pappardelle?
When I get them, well, this one I got them at Trader Joe. I don't know if you guys have a Trader Joe in your neighborhood. I like them because I mean, they are very good quality, and if you read on the back, is a product of Italy. So they are made in Italy and imported here. They put the Trader Joe logo. I buy, actually Trader Joe should sponsor me because I buy everything at Trader Joe. Thanks to also Mary Lou and Bob, by the way, that they always go shopping for me. Guys, I love you. So, but this one I bought it yesterday myself, and I found it there. But you can find them in any kind of stores, and you find also the one imported from Italy, and you find also some in the refrigerator that they are fresh. I think from Buitoni, which is one of the biggest brands. Remember, the first factory of pasta was Buitoni, and they still produce gazillions quantity of pasta, and they also made pappardelle or tagliatelle. And again, I use the pappardelle, but you can use also any kind of other, you can use tagliatelle, tagliottini. I like the big one because it's also gonna grow when I put it in the water. So in sign language, today I am cooking a kind of pasta that is called pappardelle with a mushroom. For the recipe, I need mushroom, I need some onions, you remember, the crying things. I need some walnut. This is the sign for walnut. I need some Parmesan cheese grated, and then I need some lemon, which is the sign for lemon, like this. And what is it? Then salt, pepper is this one, and only a few ingredients. Oh yeah, and some olive oil, of course, olive oil. This is all you need. And there is, of course, the meat, which I didn't took it. It's still in my refrigerator. Where is my meat? Where is my meat? Here's my meat. I buy it also at Trader Joe. It's fresh mint. You just need to wash it and cut it in small pieces. You will see in the video. So, and the mint, this is the sign language for mint, guys. It's me and T. So here we go. My pasta is boiling. So I will say, without further ado, I'm gonna open my pasta. No, I'm gonna have it already here. So I'm gonna put the pasta inside because it's only gonna take a few minutes to cook. But actually the sauce, as you know me, I already prepared this morning. So I'm gonna show you how to prepare the sauce. The sauce will take you like 20 minutes to make to half an hour, depending of your stove. And I prepare a video and I show you how to make it. Like all my recipe are very, very easy. So here are my pappardelle. Many of you are wondering why am I using such a big pentola, as they say. This is a pentola, this little pan, because I want to cook in front of you and I want to go over there. So that's why I cook for you here. And I've learned, actually, I became very handy in cooking in this little stove that my friend Wes and Gina gave it to me. So thank you guys. So my little thing is cooking here. So while the pasta is cooking, I see there 2 hours and 40. So at 47, 46, I'm gonna take out my pasta, and I show you here how I prepare my sauce for this delicious pappardelle with mushrooms. Here we go. Look at that plate, I'm hungry already. So you take some olive oil and you put it on your skillet, also from Trader Joe, by the way. They have a very good oil, also imported from Italy, made with Italian olives. Then you put a shallots finely cut inside it. There it is, cut it this morning. It's kind of a delicious kind of onions, I love it. You cook it for a few minutes, and then you have the walnuts that you have to crush in a mixer, make kind of a powder. You mix them together, and at that point you also gonna wash your mint, French mint, and you cut it in as smallest as you can, and you put it inside and you let it cook. I would say I did it this morning maybe 5 minutes, not longer than that, and I add my lemon zest inside. It sounds crazy, but when you put all these elements together, you let it saute together for a few minutes. The smell, my kitchen was smelling fantastically. And you add your mushroom. I found the cremini here, but you can put any mushroom you want to have. Also dry mushroom, should you find them. Then you have to add extra water. You let it cook after you cut them in small pieces. Salt and pepper to taste, of course. You can also use red chili if you want. Actually, I put some red on mine. You let it cook for 15-20 minutes, and you add some water is necessary. Of course, if you are using dry mushrooms and not fresh one, yes, then you need to for sure to put some water. So in 20 minutes you're gonna have your sauce ready. Remember, this is a variations I made for you. The original one is made with mushrooms and garlic, olive oil and parsley, and here is the result. You let it cook. This is delicious. If you have a toasted bread, you don't want to make the pasta one day, or you have leftover of your sauce, you just take a piece of bread and you toast it, and you put this one with a little bit of olive oil on top of it, and it's to die for. So when my pasta is cooking, so you know now how to make these things. I still have 5 minutes before it's done. I also, you're gonna put, of course, when you put it on the plate, you're gonna add some Parmesan cheese, grated Parmesan cheese. And do you remember a couple of weeks ago I teach you how to make those grana padano chips? I made one. I show you a video how to make it weeks ago when I did, I think my on the shape of a heart. But basically, you just start the video, JJ. You just put some Parmesan. That the time I did it in a form. This morning you'll see in a second I didn't use the form. And you put the fire on, and you let it basically the cheese cook for 5 minutes on a pan that is non-aderente, so that you can fill it out. You let it cook for literally 2 minutes, and at that moment I show you, you're gonna get this. You let it cool. You have to let it cool for a little bit, and you're gonna get, look at this, you're gonna get like a chips that, by the way, you can eat like this, but for this specific thing is just to eat like a chips. You see, if you use the good thing, you can take it up like this. I'm actually gonna be breaking this one because I'm gonna decorate my plate, and of course it's just Parmesan cheese with nothing. Make sure that you have a skillet like this one that is anti-aderente, so it doesn't attach to the thing, and non-stick. And remember, you can eat it like this. You're gonna see in a second what I'm gonna be doing with that one. And by the way, I cannot wait to have my margarita with limoncello. My pasta, in the meantime, is almost ready. Oh, that cheese. So sometimes if you are on a diet with no carbs, but still you want to have some cheese, you can have it. You cannot buy the cheese because the cheese are made of potatoes. You just have this one. Sometimes I made it for JJ, and we just have cheese chips. Easy and delicious. You can also make it with pecorino cheese. They're a little bit more salty. Remember last week when I make the amatriciana, I had both cheese, thanks to Bob and Mary Lou. I still have a lot of pecorino cheese, and you can make Parmesan cheese and pecorino cheese chips, or you mix them together, so you have the both of the north and the south, because remember, the Parmigiano Reggiano come from the region of Emilia Romagna. We are learning the booth is in the middle of middle north of Italy, and of course pecorino comes from the south. Is made with goat cheese, and it's a very salty, delicious cheese. So my can you see them, guys? Look here.
Margaret from Australia says that the Pappardelle can also be found in Italian deli stores in Australia.
Oh, nice.
For all
So
the people that are watching from Australia.
Margaret-
Like in New York, they have a more Italian
Margaret
delis.
is saying, actually, Margaret, she's from Australia. She said that in Australia they can find the pappardelle also in the daily store, and it's true. Also here in actually in New York, in the New York area, you find it everywhere. You go to Little Italy, you find it. Also here in Las Vegas, you could probably you're gonna find it in a lot of deli, Roma, Siena. We have several here. So wherever you are, guys, around the world, I'm sure you can find it. Antonio, can you find them in Dublin? I'm sure you maybe you bring them with you in the suitcase when you travel over there. And is also Doug with us today, JJ?
Yeah.
Oh, Doug, how are you doing? I have to touch base with Doug. My friend Doug, of course, is another one that has been part of the Circle of Love since the beginning. And actually, he was the chief editor of the birthday and events. Many of you were asking when are the birthday and event coming up in November. I'm going to try to juggle everything. I wanted to use the month of October to prepare some music because I have some project that I need to finish, and I needed to finish the music. So, and in November, and by the way, in November, I'm going to have some amazing guests for you on the Tuesday. And I will be announce them in the next couple of days. So the first Tuesday of November, by the way, there's not going to be Giada Live an interview because it's going to be election day. So here in the United States, we're going to be having election. November the 3rd is the first Tuesday. So there's not going to be Giada Live because I'm sure many of you are going to be either out voting here in the United States at least, or at home watching TV and see who is the winner. And as I always say, may the best win. I can vote because I only have a green card, ladies and gentlemen. So it's up to you. May the best win. It's up to you. It's in your hand. And of course, everybody has their home favorite as the winner. So let's not go to talk politics, I'm always saying. Let's talk love, ladies and gentlemen. 47, yes, my pasta is ready. JJ, can you unplug my things over there? And I'm gonna stop my little thing, and I'm gonna take the water out of my pappardelle. Let me take this one, because last week I almost burned myself. I take the water out of the pappardelle. Here we go. Guys, are you hungry? I surely am. So here are my pappardelle, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna put them here in una big pirofila, as we say in Italy, which is just, look at this. These are the pappardelle. Make sure that they are al dente, don't overcook them. And we are gonna put, at this moment, we're gonna put our mushroom inside. I'm not gonna put them all because I think tonight I'm gonna make like a little toasted ciabatta bread, and I'm gonna use some of them. Basically, it's so easy. You're just gonna mix them together. Remember, there is only olive oil. This one has less calorie than the drinks I made before, as I said. So this only has 380 calories, I guess, and that one has 550. So it smells delicious. You smell the mint, you smell the lemon zest. It's just out of this world. So at this moment, this time, it's time to put them on your plate, ladies and gentlemen. I just take. JJ, are you hungry?
Yes.
Yes. Remember, when I'm cooking on Saturday, basically I am cooking my own lunch. Me and JJ lunch in front of all of you. And I'm always saying, I wish that it was possible for me to have you all here with me. Maybe one day I'm gonna do like a cooking shows, and you guys are gonna sit in front of me, and when I cook, we can eat. Everybody of you is cooking the same, and then by the end, we're all gonna be eating what we cook. That would be an idea. And in between, I can sing a song. Somebody was giving me an idea. My friend's actually a chef, Enzo Febraro. Remember, he was my guest on one of the Giada Live. He's the chef of the famous restaurant Allegro here in Las Vegas at the Wynn Hotel. And he said, it will be unique. You cook and you sing. And you, Antonio, you sing too, and you make the dessert, because I only make tiramisu, but Antonio can make all the others. So here are my plates, basically ready. Now, this is what you do. You take your chips of that we made with cheese. I put them on top of it. Guys, here we go. JJ is already saying, give me mine, give me mine. This is just for the pretty. You can also put the other Parmigiano Reggiano. I like to put also this chip. I put a big over there so you can bite it should you want it in one piece. Here we go. We are almost done with the recipe. So at this point you have some lemon zest. You're gonna put some lemon zest on top of it, not too much, just like this. It's like it gives a nice fresh taste to the wild of the mushrooms. And of course the walnuts, do you remember? The walnuts, you put little walnuts on top of it. Here we go. These are all kind of decoration. It gives a little bite to your pasta. Some fresh Parmigiano Reggiano. Remember, there is already in there just for the coloring, ladies and gentlemen. Il pranzo è servito, la pasta è pronta. So here I'm gonna give this one to JJ, and first I wanna show it to you. 1 and 2, here they are. They smell fantastic, guys. I wish you guys at this moment were here. JJ is yours, buon appetito. And this is mine. Of course, before we say goodbye, I always have to sacrifice myself and taste the pasta, so I take a little bit of everything. Make sure you put everything in your mouth. This is really a good winter comfort food. I hope, guys, you are gonna make it. You're gonna find the recipe soon also on my YouTube channel. By the way, keep following me on my Facebook, like my page. If you are on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen, please subscribe and leave me a comment after the YouTube video, and I will answer to you, and I will say I'm gonna have, yeah, you can find my music, as you see, on Spotify, on Amazon Music. It's all about the music, of course. I'm originally a singer that loves to cook, and I think it's important what we eat, and it's a lot of fun. And we are at home so much anytime. It's better to stay safe at home. By the way, also, I want to thank also Bob and Marilu. They bought one of the exclusive masks that we have for deaf awareness. So you're going to get them soon. So thank you for purchasing the deaf awareness mask, Bob and Marilu Bodak. It's very important that we share awareness. As I said, Diane and Sal shared with me this story that happened a couple of days ago of their son who is deaf and could have problem to communicate. So I want to thank you all for watching. I'm going to have my lunch, and I'm going to say I'll see you tomorrow. So I'll see you tomorrow. As tomorrow I will be singing on my Patreon page, and we will be, it's like a private Facebook, so we get to talk and communicate much more there because it's much less people and it's easy for me to see the comments. So tomorrow I will be from, I don't know which theater. Many of you say, which theater are we going to? I don't know. Last week we went to La Fenice of Venice. 2 weeks ago we went to Carnegie Hall. I don't know. Maybe we go to London to Royal Albert Hall, or maybe we go to Paris to a French theater. I don't know. I'm going to surprise you tomorrow. So guys, buon appetito, chin chin. And if you make any one of my recipe of my cocktails, please send me a picture. I love you all. You mean the world to me. Buon appetito, statemi saldi e ci vediamo domani. I'll see you tomorrow on Patreon for music. Ciao, a domani. This is delicious. You guys still there? Bye.
Dankeschön, dear old Dankeschön. Thank you for seeing me again. Though I'm here in my solitude, I know you are there, and in my heart I smile again. And so I sing here in my solitude, waiting to see you, same time, same place, and I can't wait to say again, Dankeschön, Dankeschön, Dankeschön.